What is underscore init underscore dot py for? What is underscore init underscore dot py for in a Python source directory?
It used to be a required part of a package, old, pre-3.3 regular package, not newer 3.3 plus namespace package. Here's the documentation. Python defines two types of packages, regular packages and namespace packages. Regular packages are traditional packages as they existed in Python 3.2 and earlier. A regular package is typically implemented as a directory containing an _init_.py file. When a regular package is imported, this _init_.py file is implicitly executed, and the objects it defines are bound to names in the package's namespace. The _init_.py file can contain the same Python code that any other module can contain, and Python will add some additional attributes to the module when it is imported. But just click the link. It contains an example, more information, and an explanation of namespace packages, the kind of packages without _init_.py.
Files named _init_.py are used to mark directories on disk as Python package directories. If you have the files and emitter is on your path, you can import the code in module.py as or if you remove the _init_.py file, Python will no longer look for submodules inside that directory, so attempts to import the module will fail. The _init_.py file is usually empty, but can be used to export selected portions of the package under more convenient name, hold convenience functions, etc. Given the example above, the contents of the init module can be accessed as based on this.
In addition to labeling a directory as a Python package and defining _all_init_.py allows you to define any variable at the package level. Doing so is often convenient if a package defines something that will be imported frequently, in an API-like fashion. This pattern promotes adherence to the Pythonic flat is better than nested philosophy. An example. Here is an example from one of my projects, in which I frequently import a session maker called session to interact with my database. I wrote a database package with a few modules. My _init_.py contains the following code. Since I define session here, I can start a new session using the syntax below. This code would be the same executed from inside or outside of the database package directory. Of course, this is a small convenience. The alternative would be to define session in a new file like create_session.py in my database package, and start new sessions using. Further reading. There is a pretty interesting Reddit thread covering appropriate uses of _init_.py here. This URL. The majority opinion seems to be that _init_.py files should be very thin to avoid violating the explicit is better than implicit philosophy.
There are two main reasons for _init_.py. For convenience, the other users will not need to know your function's exact location in your package hierarchy documentation. Then others can call add by without knowing file one's inside functions, like if you want something to be initialized, for example, logging, which should be put in the top level.
If you want to see more, please consider subscribing.